Hey everybody, it's Harry from Dilbertesque BBQ, the YouTube channel that teaches you how to master barbecue so you can spread barbecue love. I have questions for those of you who watch my oven brisket video and you ask me, Harry, can I cook a spare rib a simple way to get good results in the oven? If you're looking for the answer to that question, you're in luck because in this episode, I'm going to show you how we convert a plain old spare rib into some championship ribs using just your oven. So if you live in an apartment, you don't have access to a pit or a smoker, this is the video you want to watch. Cooking competition ribs in the oven is not hard. I'm going to show you some simple techniques. You just need some of the seasoning. I'm going to use my award-winning method using the all-purpose rub on the bone side and using my First Place USA chicken rub on the meat side. We're going to give it a little bit of smoke since we're cooking in the oven by using a little bit of liquid smoke, which is just water that has smoked bubbled through it. This is an absolutely harmless ingredient to use. It gives you a lot of flavor. And then for the schmear, we're going to use a little bit of a mustard to kind of help the rub stick. So I'm going to put my First Place USA chicken rub. This is my new version too that has the umami built in. We're going to put it onto the meat side. You want to apply the rub until the meat beneath it cannot be seen, it becomes opaque. Shake the rub, apply some. Shake the rub again to loosen it, apply some. So you want a nice even coat of product on it. So look at the beautiful color. Make sure you get any spots that's missed. And you flip it over and we'll do the back side using my all-purpose version 2 with the umami ingredients already built in, so you don't have to order my competition blend. It has MSG and extra heat. This one works really just as well. Next side here, shake the rub, apply nice medium coat until the bottom layer becomes opaque. And ideally for ribs, you want to let it sit for at least an hour in the refrigerator. And if you're going to do this overnight, that's fine too. Just put a little bit less rub so it's not so salty. My ribs have been resting for about an hour. I have my oven at around 275. Let's go ahead and pop it in. I put it on a rack. You don't need to. You can put it right on a tray, but I think a rack helps it drain a little bit better. So I prefer to cook it on a rack and space it in, and it'll crust up in about 2 hours and let it go to rest. And you can spray some water if you like also to help it crust. After about an hour, you can go ahead and take it out. Give it a little spritz. Look at that beautiful, gorgeous color. We're going to cook it until the crust sets. Spray some water. And you want to spray about every 30 minutes or so. After being in the oven for about 2 hours and 15 minutes, you get a nice, beautiful crust. It's now time to go ahead and wrap the ribs. I like to spray a little bit of, I can't believe it's not butter on it. If you have regular butter, it's fine too. If you don't have this one, don't worry. Just apply the brown sugar. And you'll be all ready to go. The brown sugar. And a little bit of agave. How much sugar you want to put is really up to you. It's not really very sweet. It may seem like a lot of sugar. But if you don't like sugar, you're diabetic, just skip this step. And we'll put it back in the oven. Let it get tender, about an hour and a half or so. So total time about 3.5 to 4 hours. Our oven ribs are ready. And let's go ahead and check them out. And they are absolutely gorgeous. Look at the color. It's really beautiful. Put a little bit of sauce on it before we serve it up. I'm going to do a little bit of my original sauce here. Tang to it. Get a little bit of my Carolina tangy sauce. Original and tangy. And I'm going to add just a little bit of heat. My hot burn. And my hot burn is a very unique barbecue sauce because you get about 4 seconds of flavor, 4 seconds of burn, and then 4 seconds of numb, followed by 4 seconds of fade. So it's a quite interesting experience trying out my hot sauce. bite here. Wow, that is some really, really good ribs. And you know, we made it in the oven. Not everybody has a smoker or a pit, but if you had an apartment, limited living space, you need to cook ribs, this is just an excellent way. The little bit of liquid smoke we put on just gives it a hint of smokiness. Even though this is not cooked in a pit, I do detect a sense of kind of a smokiness to it. So that's kind of a nice little kind of sensation. Of course, there's no smoke ring, you can tell, because it's cooked in the oven. There's no ability to generate smoke from the wood. So, but the flavor of the wood is there because we did a little bit of liquid smoke application on the meat before we cooked it. We put the rub on, we cook it under the crust set, we wrap it in some brown sugar and a little bit of agave. Absolutely great result. Super tasty. Take another bite. Good. And I cook it falling out the bone tender. See, really delicious here. A little bit off the bone here. All right, now me talking now. Let's see if Mr. Beans likes it. Okay, Mr. Beans, ready to try some of the oven ribs here. Okay, Mr. Beans, ready to go? Here we go. Giving a bite, big bite. I think he likes it. Chowed it down, lickety split. While Beans is chowing down. Thanks for stopping by, watching my video on how to cook oven ribs at home. For those of you who have no access to a smoker or pit, maybe live in an apartment. Thanks to my patrons for helping me crowdfund my channel. And until the next video, we will see ya.